obviously we're excited about Tears of the Kingdom.
I'm excited about Tears of the Kingdom. You know what else I'm excited for?
I think I do.
You want to say it together?
1, 2, 3. Boys.
Episode 50.
Oh, yeah. Episode 50.
We
That's
made
what I said.
it.
Yeah, we
halfway to 100. Look at us.
Could you even imagine?
I did not
Remember
think,
all the trials and tribulations we went through trying to
Yes.
get this thing off the ground?
Yep.
Yep.
I did not think you would make it this far.
Nope. Neither did I. What happened?
I don't know. I honestly, I didn't think you would. I knew for a fact you would bail at some point. And best case scenario, I thought I had like 30, 40 episodes in me too. I thought you would have dipped before then anyway.
Honestly, same. I mean, we had a lot of problems getting it off the ground, and then somehow we worked it out. Somehow it smoothed out. It was a really rough takeoff, and then it smoothed out.
And now it's good. It's good now.
Yeah.
I think the biggest hurdle was it had to launch strong and it had to stay consistent.
Yeah.
And, you know, not that I didn't think that was going to happen, but there's a possibility any new project doesn't do that. But ours did. And we're still here.
Yeah.
Still here, baby.
It did good. Still doing good.
Yeah.
There was also the whole problem with us trying to get a team together and having like management and stuff. And then we had all these contracts. There were issues with contracts.
You know what, though?
What?
I think all that stuff brought us closer together.
I think it did in like a weird, messed up way.
All of a sudden, we're involved in something where we felt like we were getting screwed over, and we were working as a team to try and fight out of it and figure a way to like be better than it. And it was almost like a screw you, we'll do it ourselves.
It was that.
Yeah.
And then we did. And, look at us.
I think honestly, if that didn't happen, I don't know if we would have made it this far.
Right. No, you're right. We would have found out we're getting screwed in the worst way when we're in the middle of it with no way out. And that would have been way worse.
That would have been way worse. Yeah.
Yeah. And instead we figured it out and we got through it.
That's very nice. Yeah. I'm very happy.
You're welcome.
I also like that this podcast in a lot of ways has helped me with my anxiety and getting out to New York more. It's helped all of us get closer together and build relationships and come closer as a little family. And I think it's been really positive. I love it.
Yeah, you wouldn't
really
have
thankful for
had a lot of trips.
No.
Yeah.
This has like forced me every 2 weeks to like do a big trip.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's what I wanted to do before all of this. Is what I wanted to commit to. So
you didn't even realize you would have the anxiety before. Like we were like, let's do a podcast. I'm going to come every week. And then you're like, oh no, my brain.
Oh no. Yeah, I know. Yeah. And then I pushed back, and then a lot of remotes were because of my anxiety. There was one time I tried. I tried to get here and failed.
I was here. I was in the other room. I was like, okay, no, I get it. No, it's cool. And then I just went home.
That was a rough day.
No,
that
but
sucked.
I wanted to do more remotes, and you were pushing really hard to do every single one in person.
Yeah.
And then it flipped.
Yeah.
I finally gave in, and I was like, fine, we'll do whatever. And then you were like, I don't want to do in person anymore. And I was like, yay.
I think we found a nice
We have
groove
a nice, it's like 50-50. And
It's-
that's what I wanted to begin with.
It's not, well, my biggest paranoia was that people would not like the remotes, that we would do all of this and this is so good that when we did remotes, no one would watch. And I was scared that would hurt the product. But I think people are very understanding and they like it either way.
Yeah.
You know,
I
they're
think,
willing to just watch.
I think COVID kind of taught people that it's fine.
Yeah.
And I understand like that you lose a little bit of the chemistry and it's nice to have like a room full of people.
Oh,
and stuff.
absolutely. Yeah.
But if the content's there, like we do the episode with Point Crow, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was great.
Even it wasn't in person, but it was great even otherwise, And like we did the Mario, talking about the Mario movie. And that was just good because we had to talk about the Mario movie. But the way it worked, and Jackson was in the room with you, and I thought that was really cool.
That was cool,
he was like right behind you.
Yeah, it's been really nice just being close to everybody too, and having like moments like that happen has been really awesome.
I think it's we have a good
we found a
going.
good rhythm of like is what we have to talk about this week that important? Like, is it like, should we be together for it? And then we will if we have to be. But if we can delay it a week by doing a remote, if we don't have that much like in-depth stuff to talk about, which creates that balance too.
Yeah.
Which is good.
So We made it. We did it. We've done 50. And now we're done. Thanks, guys.
We've done, that's it.
Close
Final
Patreon. That's the end of it.
We were trying to decide if we wanted to do a big celebration episode for 50 or for 52. Because 52, even though we took like breaks,
I took 2 weeks off, but I think we added 2 episodes. Like we doubled up on weeks. We did
extra episodes for like a direct or something. So
there was one direct and there's one other thing, I guess.
We've landed back at episode 52, actually landing at the year mark.
Yeah.
So we're going to do something fun for episode 52.
When we figure that out.
I know what I want to happen.
Okay.
And I'm going to add some extra stuff to it and we can maybe talk with Hannah about
I think we do have confirmation,
cake.
By the way.
Want to get cake? Oh, you got confirmation?
I think we have confirmation of.
Do you want to keep it secret? Let's keep it secret.
Okay.
But I would like to get cake. I'd like to get streamers. I want everyone here gets
streamers.
Cake.
We got 1, 2, 3.
Like party streamers.
I've got little hats. I've got 4 gold confetti cannons that I haven't used yet.
Just sitting around.
Do you have t-shirt cannons?
Because it came in a 5-pack.
Where are you t-shirt cannons would be sick. We can fire them at our own crew.
They're the kind you twist, but they get everywhere. So I hope you have a good like.
Oh, should we figure out a confirmation for?
Yeah. Yep.
Who or where?
Who?
Okay, can we get confirmation for where?
That's still being worked on. I asked about it yesterday.
I have a cake person if we want to make a Nontendo cake.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'll talk to her.
How much is that?
I don't know.
Tell me.
To her. Right now?
However much it is, yes.
Okay. Cool.
It's in the budget.
I'm taking it out of the Nontendo
Jesus
budget.
Christ. All
the
right.
Patreon is booming. It's in the budget.
The Patreon's
kind of booming.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Kind of booming.
Been awesome. Yeah. And I hope you guys like the Patreon bonus episodes. And I hope that we can get things even crazier. Yeah. Scoot's doing behind the scenes stuff.
It is already kind of crazy that we have people that work on this every week. That's kind of really crazy.
Yeah.
Multiple people.
Mm-hmm. We've been hanging in the top 10 of gaming Apple charts ever since we started a year ago. We're in top 10 right now. Sometimes we bounce back up to top 5. Yeah. We're hanging in there with the big boys, the IGN, the Kind of Funny.
Yeah. Kind of Funny's got like 14,000 different podcasts.
I know.
So is IGN.
And they're all up there.
We need 3 more podcasts.
Okay, I have 2 amazing show premises.
Okay, let's hear it. Pitch it.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you joking?
No.
Okay, Nontendo Power. It's a really good idea. It's like Nintendo Power, but Nontendo Power is like a gaming book club.
It's a magazine.
Where it happens once a month. You play a game, and like it does, like you guys host it or someone else. I don't fucking know.
That's a really cool idea, but that forces me to play a game.
I'll play it.
Bob doesn't like games. Wood plays a game.
What if it's just Mario Maker?
Yeah, Mario Maker levels. Yeah.
I like the idea of Nintendo Power.
No, that's cool. That's a cool idea.
I think it's such a good idea.
What else you got?
That would be a sick newsletter.
What else you got?
Keep them coming.
You said you had 2.
Let's hear it.
He wasn't expecting to have the stage.
All right. Here's another. I got nothing.
That's okay. You had a good one. It was hard to top that one.
The book club thing is really cool.
I like
doing that with Patreon people.
Yeah, even just the idea of
I
Nintendo.
thought the Patreon could like pick the game.
Nintendo Power as a title. I like that. That would be cool.
I was bouncing between like Nontendo and then Super Nintendo, but I'm like that makes it sound like it's better than the regular podcast, and I don't like that.
Super Nintendo would be a good second channel name.
We should. What are we actually doing today?
You already have Nintendo.
Oh yeah, that was me.
Yeah, that was good.
We're doing a weird thing because it's episode 50, so we wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about this. But we haven't talked about Zelda in forever, and it's coming out.
Yeah,
and we had a fun idea. I mean, I want to talk about Tears of the Kingdom a little bit
for this idea,
but we had an idea that we would do a tier list of all the cool, every Zelda game that came out.
We would do a tier list for every Zelda game that came out.
It's gonna be me. I'm gonna make the tier list, and I've played. How many do you think? Like a quarter of the Zelda games?
I think.
What number is that to you?
4.
What number is that? to you?
Yeah, what number do you think a quarter is?
Well, we'll get through it. I'll go through them and I'll tell you the ones that I played.
What you think a quarter is?
What do you think it is? Because I'm gonna hear you say 2, and I'll be really upset.
Wait,
don't answer.
No, I was gonna say 4. I was gonna say 4 games.
I know for a fact, just by looking at the list, he's played 4.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, probably.
And you're gonna tier list all of them.
Yeah, based on just what I think from what I've seen.
I'm gonna really enjoy this.
and then you get to.
I'm gonna love this part. This is gonna be great.
How much input am I allowed to have?
You're allowed to have as much input as you want, but the tier list is mine. So it's wherever it goes, it's going.
I'm gonna be trying to get you to change your mind.
Yes, that's the point.
Okay.
Yeah. And then one day, the whole idea
might
of this
agree.
was I wanted you to do Mario games. But
Okay.
Mario's got nothing going on. And then we got a Zelda game coming out, so it's all me, baby.
I might end up agreeing with you. You might nail it just based on the reading a book by its cover.
No way I'm nailing all of them.
I already know your opinion on
way.
Ocarina, so yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Can we give Brandon extra work? Can we get Bingle a Tingle costume, and can we make him like splice in like game number 1, like a little like gremlin guy?
Or he's physically putting the games on the board.
He has to match the movement that
Oh, we should have done that. We should have printed every game and put them on a board. Next time we do a tier list.
It's totally possible. It's worked for a lot of people.
Can we just get it done after the fact?
Yeah, we definitely can.
Yeah.
We can get Bingle to do it.
So
Let's pay him to film the whole thing by himself.
Okay, he'll do it.
Tall
Okay.
green
Okay.
screen that he can.
We can make this happen.
What?
Don't you
Does
worry.
he have like a tall green?
I
screen?
kind of don't. I want to give him like a very loose idea of what to film,
You have $6.
and then just be like, just do it.
I'm gonna give him a box of Tingle costume and just like figure.
You
it
know
out.
what? You talk to him.
Okay.
I don't want to know. You two come up with something.
He's gonna have to get the results though.
Yeah, I'll give him
she's
the
recording.
results.
Yeah,
She's
okay.
recording it, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he'll get an image of the final tier.
We just have like movements of him just slapping it on. Fucking great.
I kind of want to film that myself.
I don't want to know. I want to be surprised when the video comes out. I wanted to talk a
come
little bit
over
about
next
Tears of the
week,
Kingdom,
buddy.
though. We haven't gotten to talk about it. There's been a bunch of trailers. There's the final trailer that just happened, and I really didn't really care about Tears of the Kingdom until I jumped back into Breath of the Wild for that one stream that I did.
And you remembered how good the game is because you
Game's
played
really
it
good.
again? Yeah, it's really good.
Game's really good.
It's a good game.
It's a very good game. And even though Tears of the Kingdom it's based off of the bones of Breath of the Wild, I'm more than happy to jump back into that, play a whole game like that.
I was a little worried going into my crowd control of Breath of the Wild because for as much as I talk about how much I love it, it came out right as I started really getting into my YouTube career, and I never had time to go back and play any game, let alone a 60, 80 hour Breath of the Wild playthrough. So I've only ever played it through once, like start to finish. I've done mod videos and I've played it for videos on YouTube, but never a whole playthrough. So I was like, what if I play it this time and I get bored and it's like, it doesn't hold up or it's not as good. No, it was like even better the second time because I knew what I was doing and I knew where to go and I knew how to interact with the game. So from the start, I wasn't wasting any time, but I was still exploring and making the most of the adventure. And that was even with the crowd messing with me and making it harder and worse, arguably.
That's very funny.
It was very funny, very fun, but the base game was still so much fun to play.
Yeah. And
I can't wait.
My favorite part is that you could just do whatever and anything you do adds to the progression. You don't feel like you're wasting time doing anything. That's why people spend so much time playing that game.
Just
It's like
messing
the perfect open world formula.
Now, it still bums me out you finished it without doing 2 of the Divine Beasts.
So what I did was, I haven't played the game since like 2018, maybe. I got like 35 hours in it and I beat 2 of the Divine Beasts, and then I just had other games to play. I just kind of fell out of it.
Which 2 did you do again? You remember?
The elephant.
The elephant, the flying thing.
Yeah.
Okay, those are 2 good ones, I guess.
So I did those way back in the day. And I wanted to replay the game. I wanted to finish it before the new game came out. And I was like, I don't want to spend the time. You know what? I'm just going to run to Ganon and see what happens. And then I did. And then I beat him. And I beat him first try.
I know. I was actually impressed by that.
It was very lucky. I got down to a quarter of a heart a lot of times. And I ran out of all my food too at the very end. I almost died there's spoilers for Breath of the Wild. I almost died with the arrow thing at the very end.
You would get a reset there anyway.
Oh, okay, good. I thought that would have been the end.
That would have sucked. Yeah.
But you have to, if you don't beat the Divine Beast, you have to beat the Blight Ganons. Like I had to do Thunder Blight and Wind Blight.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah.
And you have to do it all in a row. You have to, if you die on one of them, you start over. Yeah.
That's wild. I forgot about that.
But
I was thinking,
I did die on the Blight Ganons a couple times. But once you figure it out, you kind of figure it out. And then when I got to the main Ganon, that was just I just brute forced it and parried the whole time.
I appreciate it.
Parrying is so OP in that
And
game.
I lost the Hyrule Shield. I lost that on the Thunderblight Ganon because he hits you and you lose it, and I didn't realize and I didn't pick it back up.
Oh
so
my
I
God.
so I just didn't have that. I got the shield.
Yeah.
Because it's in the
It's in
castle.
the castle, yeah.
And that was the only prep I did was get that shield. And then I lost it and I just used a different shield and I just beat
You know,
it.
you could have got the Master Sword.
How? Oh, with the glitch
The
thing?
campfire glitch, yeah.
Yes,
It's,
people were telling.
it's stupid, but I looked it up. It's actually really easy. I haven't done it.
My chat was telling me all different things. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you should get the Master Sword. Oh, you should do this. Oh, you should just beat the other Divine Beast. Oh, and I was like, guys,
I
the
know.
whole point of this is for me to just beeline to Ganon.
Dude.
So that's what I'm doing.
My issue with streaming Breath of the Wild, the only thing I hated was it was the biggest backseat gaming
Yeah.
game I've ever played. I think that and like maybe Elden Ring have to be up there
Yeah.
for the most backseating possible. And
I can't do
I'll
it.
scream at people like, shut up. I don't want your backseating. And a new person will come in and be like, has he done the campfire glitch? Why is he trying to get all the hearts?
Hey, you're speedrunning this game. Why don't you slow down a little bit? It'd be a lot easier.
I appreciate that they actually were like, oh, if somebody tries to just brute force to Ganon, we'll add a lot of shit in the way. Versus,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they made it really hard,
like,
which
versus,
is cool.
Versus just going and fighting Ganon, that's it. Like the
The
fact
first
that it adds
time-
the blights.
Yeah.
The first time I played and going through the whole game and making sure I did everything, and then I got to the end and he got hit with the laser and it took out half his health, I was like, I could have done that. That's it. But yeah, then later I found out you have to go through every Blight Ganon as well. You just
Yeah.
miss that whole step if you
Yeah.
do them all one at a time.
Yeah, and if you die on
individually.
one of them, you start all over
Yeah,
again.
which is kind of crazy. And if you rush, you like have no hearts, no stamina, no weapons, no items.
I had, I think, 9 hearts.
I'm
Something like
impressed
that.
that you did that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I was very happy. I mean, again, it was a lot of luck. I was breaking swords and I just so happened to have like enough. Because again, I didn't collect any swords. I just went right to the castle. Whatever happened, and I just went right to
In the
Ganon.
room, there's a lot of items you can pick up on the ground too.
In the room with Ganon?
In the room
Oh,
where
I
it
didn't-
happens.
I didn't pick up anything.
In the room.
In the castle, there's a lot of really high level stuff, which helped, I think. But yeah, that's again what you said. That's what I love about that game is that you could just play it however you want. I hope Tears of the Kingdom you can run to the end.
No, they haven't talked
Because I
about
kind of
that.
want to do that. I kind of just want to see what happens.
I'm sure speedrunners want to do that. They haven't talked about if you can play that game in any order.
We don't really know who the boss is. Like we know Ganon's
Yeah,
in
for
it.
as much crying as that little blue puppet does, we really don't know anything about this game.
Arlo. Still Arlo. Seems
Wow.
charged.
I was trying to be funny. I love Arlo. But as much as Arlo complains about spoilers and like every trailer breaks his heart, I know nothing about this game, man.
they've been really
the
cheeky
only
about
thing
it.
they've really shown me in trailers is that I can do freaking robot wars like it's the 90s and build my
That's another thing
mechanical
that looks
machine
sick.
with my little shaky arm.
I tweeted about that
I
and
can't
I got a
wait.
weird tweet back that was like, this is really unfortunate for casual Zelda fans. I was like, why? You don't have to do
casual.
You don't have to do the robot
everything-
stuff.
Everything is optional.
Yeah.
Everything in this game is optional.
It's very obviously optional too. In the short little thing we see where Link is on a mech, the other the what do they call those freaking pig guys?
I never know the names of anything.
Bokoblins. You can clearly just jump on their thing and kill them all.
Yeah, you can. There's a million ways to do everything. Like they're showing us all these ways to get up into the sky, and they're like, you can turn into water and drip up. You can climb. You can reverse time. You can just strap a rocket to your shield and set it on fire.
Yeah.
It's sick.
Ganon looks awesome in this. I
Ganon
want to be
looks
able
hot.
to play as him. He looks
It's
awesome.
Daddy. Although, have you seen the rendering someone did where they shaved his beard?
No.
He's got like no chin.
Someone linked that photo and said that's before and after you shaved.
Who?
Accurate.
Me.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's why he
It's-
has the beard.
it's most people. But his beard comes out like this and makes his jaw so defined.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you take it away, he's got like no chin.
He knows
Looks
how
like
to
a
make himself
worm.
look good, man. You know? He's got a samurai sword. That's very different for Ganon.
Well, so what was the
Abs?
Demise? What was the guy that you fought in Skyward Sword? Demise, right?
Yeah, it was Demise, and then the guy that was kind of the elf man.
Girahim.
Yeah,
But
thank you.
Demise, I feel like this is just me projecting into what I think this is going to be, but it seems like it's a Demise type character that's the boss that is like fused with Ganon or something. Because that's what it seemed like one of the trailers.
I think you might team up with Ganon.
Yeah.
And then you
well,
fight him at the end, but like I
we're-
think there might be a
we're
common
talking
thread.
A lot of theories
skepticals.
right now.
But I mean, it's fine. Like no one knows what's happening.
I
so-
mean, I have a lot of theories back and forth, but there is that line at the end of the trailer where Zelda's like, "Please lend him your power."
Yeah.
Imagine if she's talking to Ganon.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah,
Please lend Link your power,
there's
and then he has
apparently-
like kind of a Ganon-ish arm.
There's apparently like an ancient like race of people that they think is like part of the bad
Zonai.
guys.
The Zonai,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is because there's a whole isn't that in one of the trailers?
That's in
I
Breath of
think?
the Wild, and they're in the 10 minutes.
Well, also
You're fighting
all
a
of the
Zonai guy.
creatures around this new game, the new creatures look like ancient
Yeah,
bits
those
and
Skyward
pieces
Sword.
Yeah, they're like the
that
robots.
kind of
That-
get like the goo to kind of bring them back to life.
That's what I'm thinking is the threat, and maybe
Yeah.
Ganon is like also trying to fight them
The
too.
theory right now is that this game is about breaking the Zelda loop.
timeline.
Yeah.
Because in Skyward Sword, Demise like set a curse where like Link's always going to be reincarnated, Zelda's always going to be reincarnated, and he's going to be reincarnated. And Demise becomes Ganondorf, Hylia is Zelda, and Link is Link. And this game is thought to be like they're breaking away from that. Ganondorf has figured out how, and everyone thinks like
This-
it's a big.
That would be really
Supposedly,
cool.
Breath of the Wild is the convergence of the timelines.
yeah.
And yeah, like you said, there's a loop, and this is something's going on with that loop here.
Can you imagine, the start of the
I saw that in a
trailers,
TikTok.
the trailers where
Thanks,
Zelda and
Grandpa.
Link are going into the cave and they kind of find that like husk, which I think must be Ganon, that they kind of, what if they're looking for him for help? They're like
To
looking
resurrect
to
him or
resurrect him.
That'd be messed up.
Maybe.
That'd be such a bad idea.
Well, I mean, if you think
Well,
about
unless
it,
he's on
the
that team.
Triforce, like,
Well,
he has the Triforce.
What if they're
powers.
bringing all the pieces of the Triforce together in a cooperative way?
That
Yeah.
seems
It-
like
That'd be crazy.
if they just want the Triforce of Power, that makes sense.
In the original game, there's like hieroglyphics of like Ganon, the Dark Beast Ganon, fighting a guy that like is said to be the hero, but he's like wearing exactly what Ganondorf is wearing that we now see, and he has red hair.
It's like the same
Yeah.
pose too.
yeah, it's the same pose
Yeah.
exactly. So
Do you ever watch Zeltic?
Mm-mm.
He does a lot of like timeline videos and not conspiracies, but kind of breaks down the trailer. He's really good at like figuring out what he thinks the game could be and just like very lore based. He's cool.
I try and stay away from a lot of this because I don't want to go in with too many preconceived notions or like figure
I
it
love
out before I
speculating.
get in.
I
love it.
For Zelda.
I like
speculating.
some light speculation. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
actually know though. I don't care if I'm right or wrong either.
Yeah.
I just
He's-
like
he's
talking.
very,
It'll
about
be
like,
good
he-
no matter what.
it. Yeah,
Zeltic is also very leak free. He doesn't talk about that stuff. He'll just take a trailer and be like, analysis, let's do it. But like he won't be like, oh, the commercial was released. Let's talk about that leak. He'll actually go in and be like, I don't want to talk about that. He doesn't want to pull an RGT. But yeah.
it's a lot of RGT slander coming from you today.
I like Sean.
Could you try?
Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
They're listening.
Sounds like Siri didn't have her coffee today.
We saw the actual tiers this time of the kingdom.
What are you talking about? Oh, little beans?
The little beans, yeah.
Little bean guys.
Zelda was holding one, and then like all the supporting cast from the last game had it on them somewhere.
Yeah. I saw, I think Nintendo Life had an article. Here's all the beans. And they had like screenshots of all the beans. Yeah.
What if I can grind them and make coffee for Siri?
Every time I do a segue, you just steal it. You you cuck my segue, and then you make your own segue. It's like Bob can't have the segue. I gotta have my own segue.
I realized what you were doing and tried to bring it back.
Speaking of cucking, I would love a nice cup of Joe.
I gotta get the read.
Trade! Yay! I love it. This time, I'm brewing myself some Irving Farm coffee. Natamaya El Salvador. This is notes of nutmeg, almond, brittle, grapefruit. I took this and I made some hazelnut iced coffee. I got a big wine bottle of hazelnut iced coffee with this sucker right here. Put a little hazelnut.
Trade Coffee is a subscription service that makes it so simple to discover new coffees and make your best cup of coffee at home every day.
That's what I did.
Unless you're me
Oh.
and you accidentally set your last 3 bags to go to Texas.
That sucks.
no.
$60 down the drain
you
for
figure
this
that out?
guy. I went to call them, but their customer service closes at 5 p.m. I'll call them on Monday.
Okay.
Probably, guys, you listening?
Guys, help me out.
I messed up.
Please help me out.
Whether you already know what you like or you're new to specialty coffee and need some help, Trade makes it easy and convenient to discover new coffees. Yeah, the 3 bags that went to Texas looked
I'm sure
very
they love 'em.
delicious.
I'm sure they
It looked
love them
great.
over there.
They discovered new coffee they didn't even know they were paying for.
Yeah.
Because they weren't. I did.
I switched my address when I moved.
They discovered new coffee.
That was
at
the
their
first
door.
address I switched, I think.
Trade
Just
partners with the nation's top-rated independent roasters to send you the best quality coffee you can get, all handpicked by their coffee experts. We've said this a bunch, but my favorite thing about getting them eventually is that they're fresh. The beans are roasted
They're
right before they
very-
send them.
They always have a roasting date.
Mm-hmm.
This one was roasted on April 10th. Holy,
Wow.
that's crazy. That's very soon.
That was 10 days ago from now. When did you get that?
I got it a week ago.
Okay,
I
there
got
you
it like
go.
immediately.
It's fresh, baby.
This is almost empty. I've been brewing this.
I compare it to when you get a frozen meal from the grocery store, or like a meal you make yourself, or a prepackaged meal that's fresh. I mean, you one is frozen,
Yeah.
one's dried out and old,
Yeah, no.
and the
it's-
other one comes from trade.
When I go to the supermarket to buy coffee, I'm in the aisles. I'm looking at every roasting date on all of them, and most supermarkets don't even show
I
the
never
roasting
even
date
looked for
at
that
all.
until this started.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
how
was-
you know it's good when there's a
Yeah.
roasting date on it. I mean, again, most supermarkets don't even they have an expiry date, and that's different.
You know where you get roasting dates other than trade? In local coffee shops,
Yes,
which is where these come from.
yeah, they're coming straight from them
I actually had to go to a local coffee shop recently and get some coffee because mine
because you didn't
went
know
to Texas,
why you weren't getting your
which
trade
was
coffee.
my fault. I want to stress, not Trade's fault. I have fixed it now. Upgrade your morning routine with better coffee. Right now, Trade is offering our viewers a free bag of coffee with any subscription at drinktrade.com/Nontendo. That's drinktrade.com/Nontendo for a free bag of coffee with any subscription purchase.
I like it.
This man loves coffee a little
like
too
Trade.
much.
It's very good.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, do we get to do the tier list now?
Get to do the tier list now.
Yay.
I don't know if I want that. I'm going to be fighting really hard for the actual good Zelda games.
Okay.
Just so you know.
We'll figure it out.
Can I help you fight with that?
Yeah.
You're all more
Yeah.
than welcome to
Unless
fight,
you're a
but
Spirit
again,
Tracks guy, in which case.
I have 4 Zelda tattoos. Let's go.
again, it is my list, so I'll put it where it belongs.
With your knowledge, extensive knowledge.
Exactly.
I'm not looking forward to
Are we
this.
doing chronological order, Hannah?
I'm going to read them off in chronological order and
Okay.
then place them on this tier list. There's about 20 games. We'll go through them all.
Yeah. Hit me with it.
let's-
I know the first one's just The Legend of Zelda, the NES game.
Yes.
Right.
The first one is The Legend of Zelda on the NES, released in 1987.
7?
Oh,
I
can I
didn't know
guess the years as we go? That would be fun. I'm
Uh,
going to get them all wrong. What are the tiers? S, A, B, C, D?
Yep. S through F.
Okay.
this game's mid. It set the whole timeline. Don't look at me like that. You don't like it either.
There's evil in
Just
that.
hit me
You
Yeah,
don't
like
like
a
this
knife.
game.
I like this game. It is not the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a solid B because I know there's going to be other games that I'm going to put lower than it.
I'm okay with this. There's definitely games that rank above it in A and S. I'm okay with this.
Okay, next.
Wow.
I want to plow through them because we're going to probably have some debates.
Can I
here.
say that the first game, though, really started it all? Breath of the Wild is essentially that game just in 3D.
Usually the first
There's
game is
a
the one that
lot
starts it
of
all,
things they did to it.
No, it went
Well, I
back
mean,
to
well,
like an
the-
open world format.
The tech
Yeah.
demo for Breath of the Wild was a version of the original game
Mhm.
before anybody even got to play.
Breath
it.
of the Wild is as close to Zelda's roots as ever.
Yeah.
Because it's open world.
Yes.
Okay.
There was no.
Oh, and you can
There
choose
was
linear
no,
path.
they
and do
choose your own
whatever.
There was
path.
no
There's no
linear
dungeons.
in the
It's
original
not
game.
linear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything happens within the world.
Okay.
Took a long time to get back
There's
there.
an old guy in the beginning.
There's an old guy in the beginning.
There is an old guy in the beginning of Breath of the Wild.
It is literally, it is that game in 2017, whenever it came
Breath
out.
of the Wild. A
2017.
lot better.
2017.
Breath of the Wild, a lot better.
I would
than
say
that
a
game.
lot better.
Yeah.
The weapons break now.
I
looks
like old games.
I love old games.
And I just never got into Zelda. I was just like, what am I doing?
I'm the opposite. You seem to like puzzle platform challenges. I like adventures. I like going on adventures.
Okay. Next.
Our next contender is Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link, released for the NES in year.
Oh, 2 years after.
Which was?
So 1989.
88.
Damn, 1 year. You lose.
Came a year after?
Yeah.
I
Damn.
think a completely different team made this because this is a 2D game. I love 2D games. This is ST. No, I'm kidding. This game wasn't good. I actually, so I played I didn't play many Zelda games. I played the first one, didn't really know what the hell I was doing. This one I played for like
This is scary
20
that
minutes.
you're saying this because you said you've played 4, which means if these are 2, no.
I played this one for like, I don't know if I count this one as one that I played because I played it
Okay.
for like 20, 30 minutes.
Okay.
It's fine. It's really not a good 2D game like at all.
I'm not putting input in. I want to hear where you're putting it. And then
Where
I'm
did I
gonna-
put the last one?
B.
This one's C. Let's see.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Lower?
Oh yeah.
I don't want to influence your list.
You know what? You might be right though.
This is the worst one that Nintendo
Put it in D.
did.
Put it in D. You're influencing me. Put it in D. Because they're. No, I have to say, I don't think any Zelda game is bad.
You play 20, 30 minutes. Trust me, it gets worse.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the best thing is just versing the Shadow Link. Like that's the only thing that.
That's the
makes
only
it-
thing.
That's a
It's
cool
it's a whole
part, yeah.
different game. It's like a side scroller with a big overworld map thing.
It's more my
It's-
speed,
Put
but
it in
It's-
C or
it's-
D.
D.
Wikipedia lists it as being commonly labeled as the black sheep of the series.
That makes sense.
It is because it's nothing like any of the other Zeldas.
which
Sorry,
is why I would
it's
love it.
Not even called Zelda. It's like Link. Link's
The Adventures of Link.
2 Adventures of Link.
Keep going. I have a question.
Next.
Next, we have The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, released for the NES in 1991.
I mean,
SNES.
Later. SNES.
I mean,
SNES, yes.
1991.
S tier.
Thank you. Really?
Yes, this I actually played.
Oh,
And this was my favorite Zelda
you just
game.
made me so happy, Bob.
This
Hey,
was my
That
favorite
is-
Zelda
me too.
game.
That's my favorite game.
Wow.
And that's as much as
Have
I'll
you
say.
played Link's? Don't tell me anything about it. You play Link Between Worlds?
Yeah. On the
3DS.
oh no, I haven't played it.
That's like a direct sequel.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't played it. Would probably love it.
You
We'll
would.
see what happens when we get to
No,
it.
It's like
absolutely
it's
would.
better than.
Yeah.
Better than?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hard to believe.
I know it's hard to believe, but it's commonly accepted as better than.
That game
Okay.
is fantastic.
It does look really good.
Anyway.
that game.
Let's go.
But no, I love this game because I like a lot of stuff that released for the Super Nintendo.
No, it's a fantastic
And I
game.
played this after I played Ocarina of Time, and everybody's gone. My whole life, people are like, oh, you don't like Ocarina of Time? And then I went back and played this, and I was like, this is fucking awesome.
In my
Why did they do
opinion,
this?
there was 3 big Zelda games from every era, and this was one.
Yeah.
For this era.
Totally agree.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Yeah, okay. Next.
Next is The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, released in 1993 for the Game Boy.
Yeah, this was also great. Are we
4. Yeah, we're on
5.
I forgot about this one. So I didn't actually play this. I played this for like 2 seconds. I played the remake on the
Actually,
Switch.
remake?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is that
How
on the
much of
list?
that did you play? I feel like we can. That's a
I-
carbon copy, no?
I
Like,
think
that's-
we could wrap all of these. There's the first one, then there's DX, which was
Yeah.
in color, and I don't think they changed much.
No.
And then
Some
there's
bug
the
fixes.
remaster remake for Switch. We can count them all as one. if
Yeah,
you want.
it's
I
very
didn't play this for
similar.
that long,
Yeah.
but I played the Game Boy version a little bit, just when I'm like testing stuff out, and I played the Switch version a decent amount, like probably like 4 hours.
Did you like
4 or
that?
5 hours? It was good. Yeah.
Did
I
you
liked
get to
it.
the fetch
It-
quest part? Because that's like a big part of that game. There's a lot of fetch.
I might have
quests in that.
stopped because of a fetch quest.
Yeah.
The fetch questing was the only part that made it kind of a drag.
Yeah.
I think
But
I
it's still good.
I think I liked it because it reminded me a lot of A Link to the Past.
Yeah. No, it's very similar.
And the art style for the Switch version got a lot
You
of.
disagree?
To a Link to the Past.
Yeah. It's
I
the
don't
most
know.
like it
It's
out of
very similar.
any of the other ones.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it's very different. But
I
very
think of the
s-
Oracle
if you
games
com-
more to the.
Okay, that's
yeah,
fair.
the-
What were you saying about the art
The
style?
version for the Switch got a lot of crap because of the art style, but I actually really liked
I
it.
love
It
the
was
art
cute.
style.
I love
Yeah.
the little.
The weird little
love
tilt
the art
shift.
That was
style.
amazing.
The weird
Yeah.
little tilt shift, like out of focus.
Yeah, I think the
stuff
Switch
looked really
version is the best version of the game, hands down.
cool. Yeah, it
I
was
wish
cute.
we got more games like that. I love how it
Yeah.
looks.
hmm
Yeah, I wish Nintendo would remake stuff in a way where they
Pokemon
just played with the art style.
I wish the Pokemon games
Yeah.
were remade to look like this.
Yeah, instead of what we got.
Yeah.
We got, what was it? Platinum.
Whatever the crappy.
Well, even like
Yeah.
Let's Go
Stinky,
Pikachu and
shiny,
Eevee, right?
whatever.
Like,
I
it
liked
was-
Let's Go. I
didn't
liked
play
the way
those,
that
but
looked.
I feel like it would have been.
I thought Let's Go had a
Cooler.
nice art style.
Yeah, because that was almost like the
It had
like
good
the
shadows
anime.
and lighting.
Mm.
Yeah, I like how they, instead of just trying to make it graphically impressive, they put really like they put a really harsh art style on it.
Yeah.
Like they just completely changed the way that it looked to fit. And yeah, it was really good. I like how it's super wacky, especially the Game Boy version, how they put like Mario characters in it and stuff.
I mean, the whole thing is a dream, so it's just wild.
Yeah.
You're like trying to get to the top of a mountain to get a whale egg.
But I think on the Switch I was running into things that kind of dated it, like some. I guess maybe they were fetch quests and I just didn't realize it. I just didn't know what to do.
There's one giant fetch quest in the game. Like there's just one big one that you have to do throughout the entire game.
I get stuck in that game every time I play it.
I think I stopped playing because I just got stuck.
You could do it all in one shot, but the whole idea is progressing the game. You get to do this fetch quest as you go.
Slap it on B. Okay. At the end of B. Yeah.
Wait, behind
whatever's there.
The NES one, the first game.
How do you not remember?
I would
in B.
I don't know.
I would say in front of that. Well, it's not my list.
It's not your list. It's going on the back. First one was the defining game. This one,
and that's why it's medium.
Next
we have, of course, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, released in 1998 for N64.
I give this one a lot of credit for the time it was released. I have a vendetta against this game because everyone was trying to tell me that I have to like it. And I played it when it came out, rented it from Blockbuster, rented it a bunch of times because even at the time people were telling me I have to like it and I just could not get into it. I'm sitting there rolling around Hyrule, wondering who I got to talk to get the story moving. And I couldn't figure it out.
Just press start on the controller at the start screen. You get the story rolling.
No, you got to walk around and talk to the exact right person to know what to do. Every step of the way of the game.
Literally, you take a step down and a giant tree says, go to the castle and see the princess.
Yeah, and then you do that. And then what?
And then she tells you to go somewhere.
And then there's a bird.
She tells you to go to Death Mountain.
And the bird starts yelling at you.
Every time you get somewhere, they're like, go here now.
No, there's parts of the game where you have to talk to a random villager and then you sit around and you talk to every single villager until something happens.
When you were younger, did you just mash A?
Yes, absolutely.
That's your fault.
I played so then the game came out on the 3DS. So I got it on the 3DS.
Not a good way to compare this at all.
So I got it on the 3DS. I was much older.
I like the 3DS version.
It was the same game. And I got halfway through the game and then I turned into an adult and somebody told me, did you do this? And I was like, no. And they're like, oh, you're going to have a hard time then. And I was like, forget it. And I just stopped playing it.
This is why you don't listen to people.
I didn't like the game anyway. Then I started streaming on Twitch. And
was
people
it about the
Goron
Goron sword?
Probably. Yeah.
That doesn't matter.
It
no
really,
one does that the first time.
It doesn't matter because I didn't. When I finally beat the game, I did a playthrough on Twitch. And I understand why everybody likes it because playing that game on your like temples are moving like you're furious at me. I understand because the game came out on the N64 and every little corner that you turn unlocks this like massive world and you're just constantly turning a corner, playing the game for like hours, just running around doing the same thing, and then you move one little rock. And then there's a whole little dungeon. And like, that's crazy.
How cool is
when
that?
you're 7.
Yeah.
But now I'm a full grown adult and I've done that 1,000 times in a lot of other games.
Like what?
Like every open world RPG that exists. This was like the first one that paved the way for all of those.
Okay, so what would you rank it then?
I'm
waiting for him to say something bad. We're both going to walk out.
Now, here's the thing is that like when you're doing a tier list like this, I'm kind of ranking it on whether or not it's good to play now. That's part of the ranking.
I think it was just ruined for you because it's one of them games that's so beloved. It was ruined by word of mouth and like getting overhyped.
Yes, but I didn't like it when I played it at the time either. That's the problem.
But it sounds like you mashed A the whole time and didn't know what to do.
I was a child.
I don't think Bob.
Mario 64 is better. Mario 64, you can pick it up and just wahoo yaha
because there's
the
no
whole game.
Because there's no story. And
yeah,
it's
dude.
Puzzles and platforming.
There's puzzles and stuff.
That's what I mean. That's just all that is puzzles and platforming.
You feel.
Yeah, it's better for it.
You don't get moments like Ganondorf stealing Zelda and her throwing her ocarina at you, and now you have Zelda's ocarina and you can play music on it.
Well, hold on now. Bob has a point. Nothing feels better than a BLJ.
It's true. You ever gotten a BLJ?
I think so.
Should get Simple Flips on. He should. He'll be a good guy to talk to about that.
I think.
Give you a letter? All right. I'm going to say C.
Whoa!
Yeah. Wait till Majora's Mask.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Below
I think
the
it's
NES version?
I think it set a great precedent for 3D games going forward, but I think that it's overhyped and not great to go back and play now.
I think you are putting your bias of just
Yes.
not.
Because it's my list. It's going in C.
You think even objectively it's worse than the NES game and Link's Awakening? Objectively, as a game, worse.
It is worse to play now than Link's Awakening. Yes.
I mean, wow, that's actually the way he's. I understand what you mean by that, but damn,
I disagree with it.
I do too. But
I think
you're allowed to.
I think it holds up so well even now.
I will say that
I think a lot of N64 games don't hold up.
I think this is
anymore.
one of those ones that just holds up alongside Mario 64. They hold up.
Okay, I will
Visually, maybe not.
I will agree with Bob on this on the level of if I pick up Zelda, I know I'll have a more time than if I pick up Mario 64.
Here's another.
But not if
But
I
I
had to
will
do
play
the freaking Link's Awakening is good, but you play it once and then you put it on the shelf. You don't want to go back in and I do this fetch quest and go here. I have to turn left now and right now. At least with Ocarina, it's a big open world, and every time you can explore it a little differently and new.
But see, that's another reason why people liked it so much was because they were enthralled in the world and they got to discover all the stuff. I did not give a shit about the world. I was like, I just want to beat the game. Nothing about this. It's just flat plains of green. It didn't capture me in a way that made me want to explore
This
it.
episode is not going to be an hour. I'm telling both of you right now. We're going to definitely dive into this real hard.
This Ocarina, I knew was going to be a big pain point.
So objectively, you think it's a worse game than the NES game and Link's Awakening? Objectively,
NES
you don't
game,
have to move it. I'm just asking.
NES game is a little questionable, but Link's Awakening, I think it's worse than Link's Awakening to play right now. If I would just suggest it to somebody who's never played a game before, I wouldn't be play Ocarina before Link's
You
Awakening.
stopped playing Link's Awakening because of a long fetch quest.
Yeah. Yes.
So you don't have to do the fetch
And I
quest,
did with
though.
Ocarina
But
also.
you don't
That's a
have
good
to
point.
do the fetch quest.
There's no fetch quest.
No, there's a lot of fetch quests in Ocarina
No,
of Time.
no.
Yes.
No, there's more fetch quests.
And you know what's
than
really
Majora's
annoying
Mask.
about Ocarina of Time?
There's no fetch quest on Ocarina of Time.
You know what's really
Not
annoying? There is. You know what's really annoying about Ocarina of
What's
Time?
the fetch quest?
Is
What's
that
the fetch quest?
I can't think of one. But what's really annoying about
Fairy
Ocarina of
power.
Time?
The sword. That's the fetch quest. Is the Goron sword?
Oh,
It's killing Ganon is the fetch quest. You gotta go
Yeah.
fetch him.
Yeah.
Yeah, with it right there.
The fuck?
you gotta fetch
There's
him
you have to capture 10 chickens. It's part of the game. Is run around capture
That's
10
in a
chickens.
town though. You can do that in 30 seconds.
You have to do that in Breath of the Wild too.
It's not much of a quest.
You don't have to do that in Brother Wild.
You have to do that in Mario.
They-
In every level.
It's
The
more
problem
of a,
is
it's
Mario's
more of a-
fun.
It's more of a short task than a quest.
One of the biggest problems with Ocarina of Time was that in the dungeons there's little puzzles and there's set things you have to do, go up to something and press a button. And because it's a fucking N64 game, you walk up to something, you press the button, and sometimes it doesn't work the first time. And you're like, oh, I guess that didn't work. Or you have to use a special item on something, and then you go up to do it, and it doesn't work the first time because you weren't standing in the exact right position or something. And it makes you think that you did it wrong. So you go around and do all of the different items that you have in your inventory. You press the buttons on all the different stuff that's there. And then you realize, oh, wait, I was doing the right thing. It just didn't take the first time. That happened to me 5 different times throughout the playthrough.
That is
and
the water
that is a
temple in
limitation
essence.
of the N64.
That is the water temple.
And the water temple was the worst of it. But that's why I think that the game doesn't hold up. Is because that stuff shouldn't happen in a
We
game
should
today.
move on because this will go on for another.
I'm
20
gonna plow
minutes.
through the rest. What do you got?
I don't know about that, but sure.
We have about 15 games left, and the next.
Majora's Mask, right?
yeah.
Okay, that I think I haven't played it. Probably worse.
I will tell you, if you don't like Link's Awakening, or you do like Link's Awakening, even though you stopped because of a fetch quest, Majora's Mask is just a fetch quest.
Yeah.
That
no.
was my problem with it.
It doesn't. Yeah, I didn't play it because at the time I didn't like Ocarina that much, and I figured it looked like more of the same game.
Well, it is.
I do like the idea of the whole moon crashing down. That looks in a dreary world that Nintendo made. It's unique. I don't know if I would have liked it if I
like
played
the
it, but
Armageddon.
Majora's
Yeah.
Mask, as we all know,
relatable.
easily an A tier game. But because you've gone and put Ocarina in C,
D, baby.
Oh,
Next.
Wait,
Next.
gonna
hold
hurt
on.
a lot of
Where
people's
is he,
feelings.
above Zelda 2 or behind Zelda 2?
Put it above.
this is our
We'll
most
put it
wow.
above.
All right, at least you did that.
this
you
is
son
our
of a
most
bitch.
disliked episode, and I'm okay with it.
You'll get your chance when you do the Mario games.
At least you played them.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, do you need a hug?
not yet.
At the end,
You just look so upset right now.
that one was
Do you
was
want
tough.
alcohol? Like, I feel like we need to get to that point.
You put one of the best ones in D.
Yep. They're all
That's
good. That's the
honestly-
thing is that every Zelda game is at least good.
But your
I don't want to say
list
that
is
they're
wrong.
Yeah,
Keep going. This is
But it's his list.
it's my list. Let me be wrong.
Released in 2001 for the Game Boy Color, we have The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons.
This one seems fun.
You can rope in ages too if you want.
Yeah,
it's
they're like the same
essentially
thing.
the same game.
This one seems great. This is one of your favorites, isn't it?
Shut up.
This one's a
I
top.
didn't play Majora's Mask D. Seasons?
Yeah.
This one seems fun.
It seems
fucking-
fun.
It's on
I
a
like
Game
a good
Boy.
Game Boy game.
I like Game Boy.
Yeah,
It's in color.
it's in color.
Me, yeah.
It's a top. It's a top down like Link to the Past, right? I would like it.
It's a season of change with the Nontendo Podcast with a new Zelda tier list.
Oh God, stop!
Put it at the back of A. I feel like I would play that
That's the first A game.
one. Yeah.
back,
Holy shit!
back and also the front of A.
There's two of them. There's two games. Which one goes before?
You've actually played Link's
Put
Awakening.
seasons in the front because seasons are fun.
You've
But
played.
ages aren't.
You've
Ages
played.
aren't. I'm getting
wait.
old. I'm getting old.
You like Link's Awakening.
Yeah.
So judging on the fact that you like that game, you think that seasons might be good. So
Yeah.
you're ranking them above the one that you've played and you like, and that's the reason why you might like these
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah. No. A
This
link,
is helping me,
No, A
actually.
Link to the
now.
Past.
Now that I know that he doesn't
I
give
put a
a...
Link to the Past in S.
No, we're talking about.
You're not talking about Link to the Past. You're about
Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening.
Oh yeah, I might like this better.
No, you won't.
This game isn't a fetch quest.
No, but it's no. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, what do you care? What do you know about what I like?
What do you know about what you like?
There is nothing.
He likes.
Next.
It's Four Swords.
Oh, that game seems fun too. Only if you have friends though. I feel like this wouldn't be good if you play this alone.
I don't really care for these, to be honest. You can put these wherever you
And
want.
a C.
That's fine.
You hear that
Behind
siren?
Ocarina.
They're coming to arrest
That's for
me.
you.
They're coming to take my Nintendo license away.
Oh my God.
It's Wind Waker, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wind Waker. So I remember when this came out and the GameCube
Wait.
had that cool tech demo.
What alcohol do you have?
I have rum. I have a lot of rum. I have Fireball. If you want it to not taste like alcohol.
Okay.
Fireball's awful.
That's right. Yeah.
Nintendo had that really cool tech demo where it looked like a graphics card tech demo. You had Link fighting Ganon and it looked like realistic and stuff. And then they dropped the trailer for this and everyone was like, what the fuck, Nintendo? I wanted that cool realistic Zelda.
Yeah, I remember that.
Now you're giving me this cutesy
yeah, people
garbage.
were really annoyed about the chibi,
Yeah.
but it grew on people.
I think
real
I
quick.
was too. But yeah, it does look cute.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's one
You
of my
never
favorite
played it?
styles.
I never played it.
Okay.
How have you never played it?
They even have the HD remake,
with
dude.
all the emulation stuff. That
I
you do,
never
it's
liked Zelda.
Like I feel like every time I've done any kind of GameCube emulation, like the only thing I'll do is Wind Waker.
Yeah, the only thing I do is Sunshine and Melee.
I don't
Those are the only
know
two.
if you'll like this game based on what we've talked about today, because on one hand, you said you hated Ocarina because of fetch quests,
Mhm.
and this game is a lot of fetch quests, but
Yeah.
you also love Link's Awakening, but you stopped playing it because of a fetch
Yo,
quest.
he's gonna have. This is not gonna end well.
So
for
I
his
don't
brain.
think Wind
I want to be
Waker
clear.
is-
E says I stopped playing it because of Fetch Quest. I said
No, no,
I
no, no,
might
no,
have
no.
stopped playing around that
you
time.
got,
that.
if you got stuck, it's because you didn't know what to fetch.
Yeah, I got
But I
got
said-
stuck in a part and stopped playing.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
said you don't
exactly
have to
when
do
I got
Fetch
stuck.
Quest.
To be very clear, Link's Awakening is basically a long fetch quest because you're kind of weaving through a dream.
Okay.
Like it,
Again, this is what you guys are saying. I
Right.
stopped playing
You
because I
got
didn't know
stuck.
where to go.
You got stuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
You did a dungeon, you got stuck because you need to
Okay.
do the fetch quest to unlock the
Yeah.
next dungeon.
You would
I just got bored and stopped
you would
playing.
absolutely get stuck in Wind Waker.
All right.
There's a lot of getting stuck.
Throw it in C.
Why don't you play this one on your Odin? How about that?
No.
Okay.
Why did I tell him that?
I don't know.
But what would you, if you told me next?
Hold on. Are we thinking like a high C, mid C?
I don't think that
Me,
matters.
I'll
It
throw
doesn't
it a
matter at
bone,
this
put it in the
point.
middle.
You should just, you know what you should do?
No, not doing it.
When this is
Not
done,
touching any of
when
these
this
games.
is done, just tweet it. Don't, context, just tweet it and watch what
I'll
happens.
do it.
No,
I'll
you
tweet
should.
it.
You should, because this is gonna be so fun.
The
to watch.
only place that Wind Waker belongs on the high C is the high C's of Wind
Oh,
Waker. Baby!
Yeah.
Tweet it like the day before this comes out, though.
I'll schedule it.
Wind Waker has some of the best dungeons and puzzles and world exploration. And also, when it released, it was like truly the first open world game with like no load screens where you it like loaded, but you didn't know it loaded. They did some really cool techniques.
How long is it?
It
Do
doesn't
I
matter.
have time?
It does, yeah, 30 to 40 hours.
Sounds like a long time.
It also had a really cool story where Zelda was a pirate and you're actually trying to save your sister, not Zelda. It's cute.
Your
It's fun.
sister?
Mhm.
Link's got a sister?
He does in this one.
She's
Younger.
9.
Mhm.
So is Link.
Doesn't help. Anyway, keep going. So like this.
Okay, we have Four Swords Adventures.
This is a hit.
Oh, this
that
was-
I
we
don't give
did
a shit about this.
Four
Same
Swords.
as
Oh,
Four
okay.
Swords.
Next. Skip it.
Skip that one, Bingle Tingle.
I forgot he's
Throw that one away.
Doing that
Oh my
thing.
god, dude! I just want a shot of him scared while we're
He
yelling at each other.
just tears that one up.
Next, we have the Minish Cap.
Made by Capcom.
Right. Is this the Game Boy Advance?
It's a Game Boy One. It's
This
like
one seems
it's
fun.
Like
And I like Capcom. They make good games. Oh wait, this is on Nintendo Switch Online, right?
Seeing a
Yeah.
biased
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, that one seemed cool. That one seems
It's-
like another more of a Link to the Past.
Kind of.
Yes.
It had a weird Capcom feel to it, but yes.
Explain that to me.
You could just kind of tell that another team did a take on the idea,
Okay.
and it just Capcom-y for the time.
Does that sully the experience?
No, it's actually one of my favorites.
I'm playing it now and I like it.
It's very fun.
It's good.
What's in A tier?
Oracle Seasons and Ages.
I can't.
Right. Throw it behind those.
Aren't those also Capcom games?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's
They
Are
are.
they?
they are
Yeah.
Capcom games. That's
oh.
so funny that
Didn't Square do it or something?
I didn't.
Are they Capcom?
Is it Capcom?
I think it's a different
Oh.
team, but I don't know if it's Capcom.
I don't think it was branded as Capcom as hard.
I think it
I
was.
thought those were
It was?
Capcom games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could be wrong.
Bob just wants to play Mega Man.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's developed by Flagship and published by Nintendo. I don't know what Flagship is.
I don't know that either. Anyway,
What's
I
that?
could have sworn they were Capcom.
or is
Japanese game developer funded by Capcom
okay.
and Nintendo and Sega. So it's
The whole mix.
It's funded
Yeah.
by Capcom, but not made by Capcom.
it's
Got it.
yeah.
It definitely
they-
feels
Minish
more.
Cap is made by.
Yeah.
They probably got roped into Capcom, and then
Yeah.
they probably the same people worked on this game too.
Minish Cap is actually. Really
I wonder.
high for me,
I wonder
so.
if they were like, "We'll fund this game if we get to make our own," kind of thing.
Oh, maybe.
Fun
Like a,
what?
like a deal. Like we'll
we'll
like
fund
Capcom was like, "We'll fund
Oracle.
seasons of Oracles and Ages, whatever."
No, I think Nintendo funded it.
But it said Capcom was funding on those games you just said.
It's Capcom funded the company,
Yeah.
but not necessarily
what-
the game. They might have made other games for Capcom.
Okay.
Yeah, but then I think what happened was Capcom roped them in later, or at least people on the team, and then they got roped into making this game. But that's pure speculation.
Minish Cap's great.
It
For what it's
seems. It
worth.
seems.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's not as
Next.
good as Ocarina of Time or Wind Waker. Or
No, apparently it's better according to my
Majora's
list.
Mask.
All right. Year 2006, we have Twilight Princess.
Just look.
Is this the cat one? Is this the one I stopped playing because of the cat? I think it is.
The cat?
Yeah, I did play. I played this one for an hour.
What do you mean?
In the
He
very.
got stuck on the cat at the start and gave up.
What
Yep.
cat?
I bought this game for 60
Oh,
bucks.
my God.
Most people don't remember the
The
cat
tutorial?
because
Yeah.
you do that and then you go on and play the rest of the 60-hour game.
Yeah. The cat wouldn't take the fish. You fish in a pond to get a cat No, you fish in the pond to get a fish to give to the cat. I fished in the pond. I got the fish. Cat wouldn't take the fish. I sat there for like 20 minutes, and I was like, I'm never playing this game again. And I just stopped.
I will give it to you.
You were a horrible child.
They fixed. First of all, I was like 17. They fixed
You were a
this.
horrible teenager.
They fixed it in the re-release. When they re-released it, they changed that
you had
part
to come
to make
a long
it
way
easier.
for this friendship to work.
That's why I stopped playing. Game's
I-
fucking broken.
I
Stupid
did-
cat.
Would you play again now they fixed it?
No, I'm not wasting time on that.
All right, rank it.
Stupid cat part. What's the lowest we can give it?
F.
Put it there.
Wow.
Fucking broken game. Shouldn't have released it.
Below the game Zelda 2 that literally says I am error. Because it doesn't load right.
I've never experienced that.
That happens to
No, he
every
never
version.
got that far.
Never got that far.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's-
I did get far enough to talk to the cat.
If you're seeing a pattern in the bias here, every game he has played is very low. The ones he hasn't played are probably great and very high.
Yeah, they look
fun.
cute.
They look
They look
fun.
fun.
They haven't annoyed me yet.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, next we have The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass.
Okay.
Can
There's a debatable part of here.
can we
but-
do Mario now?
No.
I need you to feel my pain.
What system's Phantom Hourglass?
He'll agree with you.
This-
That's the worst
DS.
This was
Yes.
a DS. You got to build a boat.
I don't know anything about this game.
It's fun.
Do you want me to tell you?
You give me a brief description and
I already
I'll
know-
judge it on your description.
I already know he won't like it.
Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks were released back to back. They're identical. They
Spirit
both
Tracks I know.
suck. They both suck. They're horrible.
I like
They
Spirit
suck.
Tracks because they had the little demo
They are
where
the
they let people
worst.
play it on a
They
train.
are the worst
Yeah.
Zelda games Nintendo have made.
Do you know why you won't like it?
Why?
Because the only way to move in Phantom Hourglass is by touching the touchscreen.
Oh, F.
There you go. That's all. That's
Get
all.
Thank
outta
you.
here.
Thank
Wait,
you.
Hourglass or Spirit Tracks?
Phantom
Both.
Hourglass. Well, both really, but Phantom Hourglass is the one that starts. It's also Wind Waker looking.
People
Should
say
be.
Spirit Tracks is worse.
You need to move with the touchscreen and
Yes.
both
Yes.
of them?
You also
F.
attack with the touchscreen.
I
Get outta here.
liked it, but,
but for puzzles like blowing out like little lights to open doors, you actually blow.
That sucks too. What's next?
Where do we want to throw Spirit Tracks, before or
F.
ahead?
Put them at the top of F. Yeah, above Twilight Princess.
Man, that cat really spited you.
Yeah, I'd rather touch the screen than deal with that fucking cat again.
Okay, next we have The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
This game had a Motion Plus situation going on. I didn't get this game.
Well, it hasn't
Re-release?
stopped you ranking anything else.
I feel like I wouldn't have liked this. I didn't.
to be fair, a lot of people didn't like this game.
This is the most controversial Zelda
Yes.
because some people do like it, but the common census is it's pretty boring. There's like 3 areas in the world you can go to, and you have to keep going back there all the time.
What's in D?
Holy shit.
Put it at the top of D.
It had arguably the coolest story, I think.
Yeah, because it's the origin.
Yeah.
People kept referencing it when talking about
The
like,
story
Breath
is
of the Wild and
so
stuff.
Because,
important.
well,
Yeah.
and then this is also like the whole thing is this is also why Tears of the Kingdom is the way it is because of this game, and that's why they put this game out on the Switch.
Right.
It also was the last game before Breath of the Wild and introduced a lot of the mechanics that led into Breath of the Wild, like a stamina bar and crafting and stuff like that.
But the stamina was garbage.
Yeah, it was really annoying, and you
could not-
couldn't increase it.
increase it. That was the worst
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, it sounds like I would blow my brains
And
out.
climbing was a nightmare.
It was slow.
Next.
Bomb bowling.
There was some saving grace.
Yeah.
There was some good parts to it. I actually kind of liked holding the sword up to charge it up when I was a kid.
Also, like the last boss in Skyward Sword is one of the hardest bosses to fight in the entire series. Like Demise fighting him like that is tough.
It also had some of the coolest like characters. They actually started to have
Sounds like you like
personality.
this game.
No,
The story.
There's positives
Okay.
with it, but it's a boring game.
Okay.
You put it D above Majora's
Yep.
Mask. That's
I don't even
fucking
wanna know.
insane.
I don't even
Let's
want to
hear it.
know.
What's next?
A Link Between Worlds is next.
You said this is the one that you said is a like kind
It's
of
a-
like a direct sequel.
It is a
is.
direct sequel. It was made to be actually it started to be a remake or a remaster of the first game of Link
But
to the
then-
Past,
but then
and then
they-
they were like, we're just gonna make it a whole new
I
thing.
did want to play it when it came out. It looked really cool. I just never
really,
got
really
around to it
cool.
for whatever. And it has like 2D elements too. Like you
It's
go onto the wall. It
And
seems
they,
really cool.
They did a really unique thing where you know how in Zelda games you have to go into a dungeon and get this specific item, and then you have to take that to this. they have this cool guy that rents you the items, and you can rent any of them in any order.
Yeah.
So you can kind of go and do whatever thing you want. You don't have to like go get the grappling hook to then go get this thing to go. It's just
He
you just
basically
rent.
takes over your house, and he's like, you could buy it, but you could also rent it. But then when you die, you lose it. So just go back and get it.
Top of A tier.
This is a very good game. So
Yeah,
I'm
it's
actually
very
glad
good.
that you did that. But
I would put it.
Whatever
I'd put it
else.
right next to Link to the Past. But
Same.
you play it, and then you'll probably change your mind.
Okay, next we have Triforce Heroes.
It's a weird. That was a weird 3DS puzzle kind of
Mhm.
three. Was it three
Does this
players?
count?
3 players.
Three
Yeah.
players.
This counts?
Yeah, it
Zelda.
counts. It's wacky though. It's an off spin-off thing.
Bottom of D.
It wasn't good.
Get out of
I
here.
agree.
I bought that as one of my last games on the eShop.
I got
was
it
like, I never played
For
this one.
$5 on sale, like very soon after it came out.
Do the do that one first.
Hyrule Warriors.
Oh, no, that doesn't count.
Oh yeah, those I
Doesn't
wouldn't say
count.
we need to count those.
Oh, okay.
I'm very upset the CDI games are not on this list because those games are fucking terrible.
But they're also not.
They would
really.
get somewhere for the novelty, though. Give them a couple novelty
Dude, I would love
points.
to throw you into the last CDI game because it's literally like Mortal Kombat style, real person, fucking
Oh,
dog
God.
shit. Yeah, I have the demo discs. It's
All right.
bad.
Let's go.
Hyrule Warriors. That was like the one that was like Dynasty
should just
Warriors.
leave
Right?
It was Dynasty Warriors. It wasn't a Zelda. It's fun, but
Yeah, it
I
was
wouldn't.
okay.
I
It's
wouldn't
It's not.
rate
It's,
it.
it's also not canonical because like Linkle is not a real character, right? Like
No, it
the
is
not.
girl version of Link.
I don't. It's.
No, Linkle never was Link. She's just a girl that thinks she's the hero.
Weird.
I don't know what the situation is with her. The game is sick. I would give it like an A, but not in this list.
It's not a Zelda
It's
game.
not a Zelda.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even.
Breath of the Wild.
Top of S. This is the best Zelda game that's ever been made.
I agree. Okay. We,
Yeah,
some
I
common
get-
ground.
Hey, we
I-
got there.
we got there in the
Like-
end, baby.
Let's be clear. This is the only one he beat.
No, Ocarina of Time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
he
Oh,
did it
sorry.
on
This is
stream.
only
I
one
beat
you-
Ocarina of Time before I beat Breath of the Wild.
He beat it recently though. He beat it.
I beat
a
Ocarina of
couple
Time
years
like,
back.
yeah, like 2 years ago, a year ago.
I don't care.
I thought A Link to the Past was the best Zelda game until Breath of the Wild came out. And then I played Breath of the Wild and I was like, this is currently the best Zelda game.
That is a fine opinion and statement to make.
Okay. And I think that I will like Tears of the Kingdom just as much, if not better than Breath of the Wild. I think it will be up there in S tier, where it belongs. Just like everything on this list is in a perfect spot.
Please make this whole video a 60-second TikTok and watch your whole TikTok explode.
Watch me slowly get more and more defeated.
Yep.
How much of this list was you having a goof and gaff?
This is you're asking me to put them all on a board based on what I've experienced of the games. A lot of the games I've only experienced through marketing. So I'm serious.
So really, just Reggie did a great job.
What?
Reggie.
He did a great job. Oh yeah, marketing to me. Yes, he did. Or no, he didn't
apparently
because I didn't
not.
want to play the games.
We done.
Is
Yeah.
there any more?
No, that's it.
Nothing happened
'cause you
after
didn't
Breath of the
put,
Wild.
Four Swords Adventure and Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah.
So
Hyrule
interesting.
Warriors Age of Calamity is going to affect Tears of the Kingdom.
There's
Apparently so.
lore in that.
If it's canon, Nintendo have said something about it maybe not being canon.
The little bird guy in the Tears of the Kingdom trailer only appears in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity.
Oh, oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's in the trailer. That's not the guy.
It could still not be canon and them just taking the character though.
Yeah, I think I mean more that they introduced like that
Yeah.
little guy.
Yeah.
Because they had a guy and he's gone now. Where did he go?
I don't know. I lost
Where'd he
him.
go?
Where did Unibo go?
Who
Where
is
did
your
we put him?
favorite companion? Like
Companion.
Navi or?
Oh God,
He doesn't-
none of
He
them.
doesn't know.
I know that's why I'm asking him.
Navi was so damn annoying. She didn't know
Skyward
anything.
Sword-
Is the
Skyward
problem?
Sword's companion. Is,
You never got
me.
to meet Midna because you
I
got
No,
love
I didn't get
Midna,
that far.
though,
gave up
man.
at the
Like,
cat.
Yep.
Then you what was the one in Skyward Sword? What's her name?
Fee.
Fee.
Fee was terrible.
I don't think I ever had
Fee
a
sucked.
companion then.
Fee was terrible because like it would like Navi stopped the whole game, but Fee really stopped the whole game.
They
it
all
was just-
sucked. There was no reason
Yeah.
for it. Midna was my favorite character, but I still don't
Because
need to be talked
at
to.
least they gave Midna in the story of Twilight Princess. The story's really good for Twilight Princess. They actually give her story.
Dan named his cat after Minda.
Oh yeah.
And I learned of Midna after I learned about Dan the cat. I was like, oh wait, that's where he got the name.
Where would you rank the cat on this list?
Dan's cat or the cat in the game?
Rank Dan's cat. Bingle.
Oh,
Get
S
a picture
tier.
of Dan's cat.
S tier above every
Put
game.
it in S tier.
Yeah. There you go.
This is crazy to me.
I don't even want to end the episode because then it's over.
Listen,
and
man,
this is final.
we're over. We got more things to do today. We got to eat. You got to just got to accept the list.
This
dude.
was episode 50.
This is perfect to be episode 50 because now it's the most controversial episode you've ever made.
Yeah. And we
Next
didn't
week's
even say
episode already
anything fucked
roasts
up.
Itself. It's an apology episode.
This is why
There you
this
go.
video has to go out the day before the game comes out. So you'd be like, what the fuck? Like,
Oh yeah.
No, this is the week
People
before.
might
This is
be
the week
clicking
before.
on this that don't know us to watch a tier list before the new episode comes out.
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Just know that mine is very different.
Okay.
Oh my God, you're so upset. That's great.
Hey,
This
if
is
you
so good.
for some reason want to rate this episode 5 stars or possibly like the video, I would actually be okay with a dislike on this one.
You can dislike it on YouTube. That's fine. But don't, if you're going to rate us on iTunes, you
Yeah,
can rate us 5 stars.
That's for the whole channel.
And
I would
leave a comment
yeah.
shitting on us.
5 stars, please, but then also mention how Bob sucks.
Yeah.
Don't. That's really mean.
I mean, I don't care.
Bob's-
I
Bob's
deserve
great.
it. I didn't play
Comment
these
down,
games.
comment down below, and we'll see you in the Patreon when I'm in tears.
Of the kingdom.
Oh!
Meow.